I have a very low tolerance level for stupid bullshit.
But my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises. You ain't stopping this, cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm on it, honest. I'm gonna launch quick, then I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, and they watching, cause it's shocking. Dropping all these top 10 songs, so stopping. It's time to live my life, it's time to live, not die. Wish I could slow down time and just enjoy the climb.
Since the 1940s, people have been seeding clouds and watching the effects with their own eyes. But there's always been something missing: the cold, hard scientific evidence to back it up. That changed recently. In 2017, the National Science Foundation funded a study to determine cloud seeding's effectiveness once and for all. Weather Modification International provided the planes. A team of scientists set out into the Idaho mountains with Doppler radars and state-of-the-art weather stations to record what happens on the ground when planes above are cloud seeding.
What did you guys find?
The aircraft flies through that, and you can see the ice crystals grow right on the radar, and you can see the snow showers form, and as they pass over the mountain, you can see the snow very visually and conclusively is produced from the cloud seeding aircraft that just flew through that particular cloud and system.
Radar images show how ice crystals formed in the clouds in the exact pattern that Weather Modification's pilots were flying. The long-awaited scientific proof that cloud seeding was working had finally arrived. But there's still questions about its long-term effects. How does making it rain in Idaho affect what happens a state over? Who owns the precious water in those clouds? And the effects of silver iodide on the environment are still debated. For now, national weather bodies have yet to endorse the practice of cloud seeding.
I think that people get a little anxious when they hear about people sort of playing the weather god, which in a way you guys are kind of doing here.
We're not really playing God. I think that's really overstating what we're doing. Human activity affects the weather all of the time. We're being very specific and targeted and environmentally friendly in what we're doing to enhance the natural precipitation, enhance the natural process.
It turns out that some companies will pay millions to enhance the weather. Companies like Idaho Power. The company serves more than 500,000 customers with a network that includes 17 hydroelectric power plants. To them, water is money.
Let's do this.
Idaho Power has invested over $3 million in a cloud seeding program to increase the snowpack at the state's highest peaks.
Why is it so essential to increase the snowpack up here?
Because we're on the front end and the top end of the food chain for water.
So that's what feeds our streams and rivers and feeds our hydro system later in the summer and fall. And that's really when we need that extra energy.
How much precipitation are we talking about in regards to the increase in snowpack as a result of these systems?
We're seeing generally in that 8 to 15% increase.
How many homes can that power? Like, what are you getting out of that?
On average, that's in excess of 60,000 homes.
According to Idaho Power, Last year's cloud seeding program has provided a 300% return. That's $9 million worth of water that otherwise might have never fallen on these mountaintops.
With cloud seeding and a program such as this, it's a huge benefit to someone like Idaho Power. But that additional water is also there for the municipalities, it's there for agriculture, it's there for consumption, so everybody's benefiting.
Do you see cloud seeding as a potential drought solution? What kind of impact do you think that cloud seeding can actually make?
So cloud seeding is part of the solution. It's part of a healthy water management program. We're not going to solve large climate shifts in areas. But if you went back and looked in California and said, if we had an additional 10, 15, 20% of snowpack and precipitation over the last 10 years, what would be the different story that we have now? It'd be significant.
Again, man looks to his own efforts to increase the flow of water.